Greetings to all my superstar agents out there. Today we are talking about spreadsheets. Boring, right? I'm going to do my best to make this informative and short, but this is important, right? Because we are talking about your database, your sphere of influence. And typically at some point we convert a list into an Excel sheet or a CSV file. Here we are. I made it a video, so you can pause it, you can replay it as much as you need and jot down notes. I want to start now with these helpful, very helpful shortcuts. I split them up into this table, Windows users and Mac users. Same shortcuts in each list. So let me begin. I'm just going to review the Windows users. Macs, you can follow along down here. So to skip from one end of the list to the other end of the table. So control down, control left, control right. You can see it jumps to the opposite end of the table. So if you had a list of 300, you could quickly jump to the end. Shift plus the arrows. I want to select cells one by one. I can unselect them going back the other direction. Can also go down, shift down. Now if I combine the two and I'm holding them down, control and shift, and then down, that highlights everything in that direction. Control shift into the right, control shift down. Okay, the next is copy. You guys probably know this. Control C, control V. Another helpful tip here. Control F. If you're looking to find a client in your database, just type in the name or address or phone number, whatever it is you're looking for, and there it is, area. Find the next one. There it is. It's very helpful with websites too if you're reading long articles. Now, if you want to do some formatting and converting this plain list into a table, Control A highlights everything in the same data region. It did not highlight the one below or any information over here because it's not connected. So if I do Control A in here, it selects the entire list of data. Let's go ahead and take a look at a real list. This is one of my data files. So here's a file. Imagine this is your database. You've updated over the years. You may have combined two lists into one. There's different formatting. It just looks really chaotic to work with, okay? You have different size text, different color text, different fonts, random highlighting. So maybe you have a rhyme and reason to the formatting, and that's okay. You can keep the original file, but in terms of sifting through your list, and also in terms of importing, you won't need any of this random formatting. So let's clean it up really quick. I'm doing Control A, highlighted everything. Okay, I'm going to choose one font. Okay, we'll choose one size. We'll get rid of the highlighting and the italics. There you go. So this is going to be easier, definitely easier on the eyes, and we can go through it now for different use cases accordingly. Okay, there's one last tip that I have for you. Sometimes when you export a file or request a file from a vendor, it is formatted their way. The data is given to you with no choice in the matter. Like this right here. I have this list with the full name in one column. However, as you know, InTouch requires separate columns for the first name and another one for the last name. It is super easy to separate these into two different columns, and I'll show you how. The first step is to make room for the new column. So I selected right here on the letter B. I'm going to click Insert. I recommend doing two columns just in case you have middle names or maybe junior, senior, and I'll show you where it will matter. The next step, I click into A1, the very top, Control Shift down. So I've now selected all my records for name. Now up across here at the top, I select data. And then over here, I want this option, text to columns. I leave it as delimited, select next. What are the delimiters we're using? We're going to use space. So wherever there's a space, it makes 2 columns. Click next and then finish. There you have it. Was that easy or what? All I'd have to do is rename the headers, first, last, and if you had some other information in this column, which I don't, I'll just get rid of this. Okay guys, the next video I'm going to put together for contact management will show you how to use file for different use cases, print mailings for instance, and also how to import to InTouch and how to import to the new market report program. Make it a great day.